Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Hey everybody, it is National Barbershop Quartet Day. Get your barbershop quartet going on. Sing.
That's back to Lawrence Wells.
Hey, it's back to a lot of things. Back to a lot of things. Everybody, it is April 11th, 2023, and yes, we are skidding in late. We have had so many internet issues, and but we figure rather do it than not.
Well, they're out there.
Here.
They're out there fixing it.
Yeah,
you can see
things are getting fixed, so we're on a positive streak.
Right.
And I think if they don't fix it, we're going to go out there and sing barbershop music to them.
Oh, that'd be funny. Let's go in the back alley and sing to them.
But hey, everyone, thank you for joining us here today. Today's Big Blend Radio Show, which happens every single day. We do our Big Daily Blend, usually out at like 5 in the morning Central Time. But not today, but we're still here. And then at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we air our Big Blend Radio interview of the day. Today is all about Willamette, Oregon, a beautiful area. So excited to have that air today. And that's our interview with Danielle Tehema out of Willamette Valley Visitors Association. We do our show, the International Food, Wine, Travel Writers Association show, every second Tuesday with a destination. And that's the show today.
Cool.
So hope you enjoyed it. That also ties into our article of the day, which is a recent article and interview by travel writer Debbie Stone, all about McMinnville, which is in Willamette Valley. So we figured, hey, that's a good tie. So everything is in the show notes. We've got a lot of good music today, of course, and the music playlist is on Spotify and YouTube, and you can get those links to hear the music again in the show notes. So I think I say show notes
a lot. Like showboat.
I'm trying to say it over and over because
like
it is.
Showboat.
Yep. And we're going to start today's music playlist with a nice, calm, beautiful piece by guitarist John Durant, and guess what it's called?
Awesome.
Willamette Fog. Well,
nice.
he's got a beautiful home on the river, and Willamette River, and he loves rivers like we do.
And he's an excellent player.
Oh, he's a cloud guitarist too.
Dude, he's so good.
He's an awesome human being as well. We got to meet him in Salem a couple years ago, and that was awesome too. So that's the first song. The second song is another amazing guitarist. Jose Gabriel Gonzalez is a Swedish indie folk singer, songwriter, and guitarist. And we've got the song Heartbeats from him. And that is because today is National Living Donor Day, celebrating those who step up and save lives by donating organs, their living organs and tissues, to help those in need. In fact, we know friends who've done that,
really
given a kidney.
It's scary.
It's scary. The fact that you even have to go to a doctor is scary.
To me, yeah.
to a doctor or a dentist or anything. But apparently there are over 104,000 people in the United States on the national transplant waiting list. And so they need your kidney. They need your liver. They need, blood.
They don't need my liver.
Well, no, you don't want our liver. Actually, it's pretty pickled. It's good. It's all good. But anyway, that's the song Heartbeats. Today, this is so funny. Yesterday was the anniversary of the founding of the ASPCA. It was also Hug Your Dog Day and also Farm Animal Day. Today is, guess what? National Pet Day.
Oh, wow.
And as we travel the country, we pets it. And we've got Koozie, the Queen of Lubbock, here with us in Lubbock, Texas. She's beautiful.
Yeah,
she is beautiful.
And she does rule.
She does, but she really likes it when I work really late hours.
She really does rule the roost.
She does, and then we've got all the kitties outside.
Yeah.
So anyway, to all pet parents, hug your pets. Maybe they don't want to, but so I thought the song today would be Black Eyed Dog. It's kind of a somber tune, actually.
Black Eyed Dog?
Black Eyed Dog. It's by Nick Drake. It's actually one of my most favorite, we're talking about guitarists too. It's got a beautiful guitar piece in there. So
nice.
I thought we'd include it. It's not, like I said, not lively, but it's deep. It's deep. But then we do get lively. We're going to have a party with cheese.
Oh, cool.
Today is National Cheese Fondue Day.
Oh, I love cheese fondue. Although I know now nobody really wants to do the dipping especially after COVID.
Yeah, but but you could have your own little pot to dip in.
I'm not going there.
Cheese and wine. So you used to do fondue a lot, Nancy.
Oh yeah, I know, but I also made sure it was always hot and bubbling, so that just in case somebody had something that nobody else wanted, we could still die in the.
Did you put white wine in there?
Oh cheese? Yeah, I used to put white wine in the cheese.
You also did chocolate.
Yeah, melted chocolate
with rum, right?
Strawberries dipped in melted chocolate with rum. It was so good.
Angel food cake.
And I always believe if you put a little bit of, surprise, it kills germs.
Oh, so cheese fondue. There was a 1966 book published in Zurich under the name "Kass mit Wein zukochen."
What?
It's cheese with wine that's being cooked.
Okay.
So that had a cheese fondue recipe and calls for a grated or a cup of cheese melted with wine for the bread to be dipped into it.
It's awesome.
So I think today is like a Sweden day. But I should have done that as an article.
It's really, really good.
Oh.
But now today I don't know if it's a thing anymore.
Do you know that I found a song for the playlist called Fondue Party?
Oh.
It's from the Polyrhythmics.
We used to have fondue parties all the time.
I know. But anyway.
But that was in a different country. Yeah, I'm not sure about it.
That was pre-COVID.
Yeah, well, and in a different country.
Again, you could have your own. You could do the cheese. You just don't do the communal thing. Or get on with it. Have a good time.
Well, if you keep it bubbling, as I say, then...
Nancy is the doctor, apparently.
Well, no, if you keep the cheese bubbling, then it's killing germs. If you let it get colder now and everybody's dipping, that could be a problem, I guess.
Well, I say just put a little wine in there and enjoy, and do it however you do it. But
put a lot of wine in there.
We don't have a cheese fondue recipe on Big Blend, but we do have...
You don't?
Yeah, but I thought cheese, you know what? As soon as we say cheese, I think of Glenn Burrows, our English historian and English correspondent over in England, who is the owner of Norfolk Tours. You say cheese to him, and his second word will be scones.
Oh, of course.
He loves his cheese scones. Really his cheese scones are a thing. And so we have his wife's recipe, Diane's recipe for cheese scones, as a recipe of the day. Again, in the show notes, or just go to blendradioandtv.com and type in Diane's cheese scones in the search box, and up they'll pop.
Yummy.
I think we should make some today.
Okay.
Sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, and to me, I love cheese so much that you could just put it on everything.
Speaking of cheese, there's yellow cheese, or who cut the cheese?
Who cut the cheese?
Who cut the cheese?
Who cut the cheese?
I've got the next song that I don't know. That's a saying from the '60s, I think, or the '50s. Who cut the cheese?
Some comedian used to sing that.
Who cut the cheese?
Who cut the cheese? Steve will know.
All right. Well, ask Steve Schneikert, our Hollywood historian. Yellow Submarine is the next song on the playlist, after the Polyrhythmics sing Fondue Party. Yellow Submarine is, of course, the famous song by the Beatles. But you know why it's on the list, on the playlist? Today is National Submarine Day, honoring the United States Navy acquiring its very first modern commissioned submarine. Imagine being the person saying, I want to buy this submarine. It happened on April 11th, 1900. The Holland 6 became the Navy's first modern submarine. It was designed by Irish-American inventor John Philip Holland in 1896. Wow. And he launched the Holland 6 on May 17th, 1897 at Navy Lieutenant Lewis Nixon's Crescent Shipyard in Elizabeth, New Jersey. The United States Navy later purchased the Holland 6 on April 11th and as the military's first commissioned submarine. And then they renamed it to be USS Holland SS-1.
Can you imagine living underwater like that?
Absolutely not. But I do want to see, I mean, if you could see out.
If you can see out and see all the fish, it'd be kind of cool.
Somehow I don't think it's like that. I think we'll have to do something about that with Mike Guardi, our
I actually
military
don't know if there's
historian.
windows in the submarine. Probably not, because they're meant for combat. I
Well,
think.
today is also the day that Apollo 13 was launched in 1970.
And that's another thing I can't imagine, going up in space.
Well, Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys did that with their rocket, so that's the song
They
on the
got a
playlist. My
rocket in their
rocket.
pocket.
Anytime I get to play my rocket, I play it, and that is on the playlist today. Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys, based out of New Orleans now. Today in history is the last execution for witchcraft in Germany that happened in
Wow.
1775.
Probably a relative.
President Abraham Lincoln made his last speech today in 1865. The International Labor Organization was founded on this date in 1919. And President Lyndon Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1968 prohibiting discrimination in the sale, rental, and financing of housing. That was in 1968.
Good for him.
But we still have issues, I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, and we probably always will, but which is not maybe the right thing to say, but he tried.
I know.
And he took a huge step forward with a lot of people that were being,
Mad.
angry about it. And I mean, I don't get it. But
James Parkinson, the physician, was born on this day in 1755. Dale Messick, the cartoonist, in 1906. Joel Grey, the actor, in 1932. Masash Taylor, the actor. Masash? I'm obviously
I
not
have
saying.
no
No
idea.
matter what, I'm not going to say it right. I'm
No
sorry.
idea.
My apologies.
Massage?
Well, he was born in 1947. Ellen Goodman, the Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist, was born on this day in 1948. Trishan Helfer, the actor, born in 1974, and the amazing soul singer-songwriter Joss Stone was born on this day in 1987. She is amazing. She was born Jocelyn Eve Stoker in Dover, Kent, England. And of course, we've got to have her music on there. So right after My Rocket by Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys, we have her performing with Buddy Guy.
oh, cool.
Performing the song Baby You Got What It Takes.
Ooh.
I would do anything to perform with Buddy Guy. He is probably he
Yeah.
is in the top 10 for me.
Yeah.
Buddy Guy. And then she did a bunch with Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck did so much for musicians, right? Oh, I might have to add another 2 or 3 songs to the playlist. But anyway, Baby You Got What It Takes. Josh Stone and Buddy Guy is on the list. But also, we got to give a shout out because today is National 8-Track Tape Day.
Cool.
Do you remember the 8-track?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have one?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a player
We had
in
it
your car?
the car, yeah.
Right. So it's popular from the mid-60s through
Yep.
the 80s. So they are a magnetic
that was
tape.
cool.
Yeah, magnetic
Of course I had one.
tape. It's like a magnetic tape, right? In 1964, Bill Lear of Lear Jet Corporation, along with Ampex, Ford Motor Company, General Motors, Motorola, and RCA, created the 8-track tape. It was also known as Stereo 8. We see that a lot. The first player was released in 1965, and 1965 in September, Ford Motor Company introduced factory-installed and dealer-installed 8-track tape players as an option to buyers on 3 of their 1966 models: the Thunderbird,
right.
the Mustang, and the Lincoln.
See, and I had a Mustang.
Oh, wow.
I did.
I wouldn't go around saying that.
I did.
But in addition, Ford offered
I did.
an 8-track tape player in all its vehicles as an upgrade option on the 1967 model. And then in the 80s, they were in all kinds of cars and trucks. And then eventually they got phased out.
Yeah.
And tapes, regular tapes came out.
Yep. And then CDs came.
Oh, and vinyl was there through
And now
all.
it's just a download, I guess.
Hey, vinyl's coming back. I think Jack White is he should go down in history for putting it back on the map and getting other bands to invest, and they are, which is really cool. All right, I did say it was National Barbershop Quartet Day.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So no, I don't have barbershop quartet music.
Oh.
No, I
that's too
I
bad.
thought we would still go to the barbershop though, right?
Barbershop quartets were pretty cool.
They are cool. But just in keeping with the feel of the playlist, we have Barbershop from Mike Love,
Okay.
the reggae artist, dude. Come on. That's some good stuff. You're going to go to the barbershop with your dreads and see what happens.
Uh-oh.
On this day in history, 1946, Bob Harris, the radio presenter and host of BBC The Second Two, music show. One of my favorite, if you go back on old YouTube and just Google it, the Old Grey Whistle Test. He hosted that, and it's one of the best. I mean, you can see Janis Joplin, you can see Ry Cooder, you can see so many musicians perform on the Old Grey Whistle Test. Anyway, Bob Harris was born on this day, 1946, in Northampton, England. 1943, the R&B singer Tony Victor of the Classics was born in Brooklyn, New York City, and this is very important. Doo-wop singer Richard Berry was born on this day.
Cool.
1935. So we don't have barbershop, but we have doo-wop, okay?
Doo-wop
he is the composer and original performer of the most important song on the planet, Louie Louie.
Oh,
he was born,
gosh.
Yes.
No way, Louie.
So he was born in Extension, Louisiana.
That is
So of
really
course,
cool.
we have Louie Louie by Richard Berry and the Pharaohs on the
to have
playlist.
that.
Any excuse to
Awesome.
play Louie Louie. Didn't they play Louie Louie on the movie Downward Periscope? Or am I thinking of something else? I was just thinking because of Submarines. I don't know.
I think it's been on more than one movie.
Yeah. I think it's been on a lot of military movies. That's what.
Yeah.
That's maybe I've got my wrong thing there. Also speaking about New Orleans and Louisiana, Nick LaRocca, the composer of the jazz classic Tiger Rag, was born on this day in 1889.
Ooh, that's also a great song.
He was born Dominic James LaRocca in New Orleans, Louisiana. And so not only do we have the Tiger Rag closing off our playlist today,
Cool.
we have it by the Preservation Hall Jazz Band of New Orleans.
Wow.
And so that's a big deal. So check that out. It's a good way to close the day. Sorry today's podcast is short, but we got it out. We're doing it no matter what. Internet, come rain, come shine, come internet, no internet. We're still doing it. We're still making it happen. So we want to wish everybody a happy birthday.
That's right.
If you're born today, it's your day. Whether or not the internet's there, it is your day.
Play
And
some Tiger Rag and eat cake.
Yeah, and you get to spin around the sun and sing Louie Louie. Think about it. Louie Louie.
That's awesome.
It's your song, man. It's yours.
I know. It should be at every birthday
Yeah.
party.
So we want to thank everyone for sticking with us, even though we're late. We're here. And of course, keep following us at bigblendradio.com, Spotify, Acast, all those places. Everything is linked in the show notes. And our park of the day is Palomar State Park, Palomar
Yay.
Mountain. And it actually has a puzzle too. So we got a park and a puzzle all in one. And also a hike on Duane Valley
That's a beautiful
Trail
place.
with a beautiful pond. And it just, now is a good time to go to the mountains and go see some wildflowers.
It's a
the
brilliant
summer.
time to go. A brilliant time.
So take a road trip, have a good time. We'll see you. We'll be back tomorrow. And
Have a picnic.
I think the internet will be fixed and we'll be back on time, babies. That's right.